Oh no, Asia. I mean Asia.
The play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Baylor.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down at the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, just a great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Harris. The pocket breaking down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved, just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen, gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. Look at this, it ends up being a huge play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Can he make it to the marker? He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He lets it go on the move. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball handed off. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It's a quick grab. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Harris. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They'll kick it away here. Be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Receiver makes the catch, and they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Baylor. This offense really clicking. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral it.
Went after, up and good. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? And he's got it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. And the Buffaloes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The completion makes it second and short. Looking to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. With the catch, it's Miller. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Tackle made after the completion. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Dropping back, it's Harris. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The Buffaloes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick completion to the tight end. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And this one is caught. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with a quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to pass, it's Bennett. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. No huddle now for the offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. Just gets it away, taking a shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. He's moving out of the pocket now. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Cannot escape, and down he goes. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the air, it's Bennett. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bears will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. And they get the second half started with a running play. Fights through the tackler. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And the Buffalo's looking to run some tempo here. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Harris. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Buffaloes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. Gets some space around the 30. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his man. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down after that previous play. Now they'll run a draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Because they go with a draw play, they try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense and pin in their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Looking downfield, it's Bennett. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Well, I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Throw to the running back in the flat. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Trying to create here on the move. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's 3rd down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Direct snap to the back. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. And there's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
The Bears come up to the line in the hurry-up. Here we go on 4th down. Finding space at the 20. And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Baylor. This offense cannot be stopped. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. That one played a key role in that score.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made down inside the 20. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Give it to the back again. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Now that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They call the draw play here. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Harris. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to extend the play. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Contact as he threw it. They took one last extra shot, but time runs out on this one. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kurt. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one.